Yes, sir. How are you, sir? Congratulations.
To USP, and I'm therefore pleased to introduce His Excellency. This capsule is located just through the door to my right.
The Pro-Chancellor and Chair of USP Council, Mr. Winston Thompson. Honourable Ministers, Vice-Chancellor and President, Professor Rajesh Chandra, His Excellency Mr. John Feeks, Australian High Commissioner to Fiji, Excellencies, Heads of Missions and members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the regional and international organizations, members of the University Council, the Senate, Executive Committee, and Finance and Investment Committees, senior Fijian government officials, members of the USP senior management team, the staff, students and alumni of the university, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Istanbul Vinaka, Kia orana, Iakwe, Kamnabanya Nimori, Omoyaran, Fakalofatu, Maloni, Talofa. Hello, Malolele, and good morning. I'm deeply honored and very happy to be here today, not only as the President of Fiji, but also as the Chancellor of the University in the South Pacific, to launch the 50th anniversary celebrations of a premier and distinguished regional institution of learning. When the Fijian government first considered the possibility of establishing a regional university based in Fiji in the mid-1960s, I'm sure that no one realized that it would grow to become the center for learning excellence that it is today. The first classes commenced here on this very campus and on this very date, the 5th of February 1968, exactly 50 years ago to the day. The past 50 years have been a period of tremendous change for USP and all of Fiji. And our young people today enjoy more opportunity, education than ever before in our history. And USP has been a steadfast partner to the Fijian government in widening the reach of the Fijian education system and fielding a more competitive and talented Fijian workforce. The generation of young Fijians entering USP today, among many in recent years who have benefited from the government's free education initiative, free textbooks and subsidized transportation to schools. And now that they have gone on to university, they have also have access to a wide range of merit-based scholarships and the affordable tertiary education loan scheme or TELS. I was very proud to see that both of those programs have received record levels of funding in the latest national budget, and that the TELS program has been revamped in a number of ways to give students more options on how they pursue higher education. USP students can even take the next step and start their own businesses through the government's Young Entrepreneurship Scheme, which provides immediate assistance in the form of grants to young and budding entrepreneurs who have innovative and bankable ideas or projects which financial institutions are not willing to support due to lack of collateral. Successful young aspiring entrepreneurs are then provided business training and mentorship to enable them to operate financially viable businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, when celebrating this major milestone for USP, I believe it is important to look back on the legacy of this institution, a legacy of leadership, legacy of Pacific cooperation and educational achievement. In the early years of the university, the Fijian Auditor General provided oversight of USP's finances, which greatly alleviated the need for the university to engage costly external services. The government of Fiji also appreciated the need for the university to be autonomous, and it was therefore granted visas and work permits to allow overseas academics to assist with the growth of the university. These initiatives, which were over and above the usual levels of commitment seen in other similar nations, show the willingness of the Fijian government to assist the growth of the university and contributed greatly to the rapid expansion of USP. The other Pacific Island nations also saw the benefits of a regional university that could combine the resources of each to provide quality education to their communities. In a sense, USP was one of the earliest experiments in regional cooperation. The founders of the university wanted education to be accessible to all parts of the Pacific Island nations. This gave rise to the establishment of the university extension and the provision of extension services, or what we would today call distance or flexible learning services, that later developed into the opening of centers of education and then finally fully fledged campuses. In 1970, the Tuvalu Center was established, and in 1971, Solomon Islands, Tonga, and Kiribati joined the fold. In 1971, the first 49 students graduated from USP, and they will forever be remembered as the pioneer USP alumni. In 1972, Niue opened its center, and more importantly, USP hosted the South Pacific Leaders Forum. This began a lasting tradition of the university supporting and contributing to the design of regional policies for development. Extension services were established in the Cook Islands in 1973. The Samoa campus, which was to become the agricultural campus of USP, was opened in 1976. Steady growth of the university continued throughout the 1980s with the creation of a Pacific Languages Unit in Vanuatu in 1983, the center in Tokelau in 1984, and then the opening of the Nauru Center in 1986. The last of our current campuses opened its doors in 1991 when the Marshall Islands became the 12th member nation of USP. Thus, in less than 25 years, USP has grown from humble beginnings at the Lalala Bay campus here in Fiji to providing quality education services that span the region. In each of the member nations, USP's footprint has contributed to significant widening of access to higher education and through its aspirational opportunities for development that had never existed before. In addition, it created strong partnerships with member countries that helped lift the quality of education. Over the years, many organizations and corporations have endeavored to be truly regionally Pacific in nature. However, few have been able to stand the test of time. The Pacific is a group of nations bound together by a common connection to the sea. We differ in so many ways and our cultures are all unique, but we are united through friendship and a common spirit. The university has prospered through an understanding that all the cultures of our member nations needed to be recognized and nurtured, and that countries gained greater total benefits from collaboration and partnerships that overcame their smallness and isolation. This provided the initial basis for these countries to come together, building on unity from our diversity. The university's thoughtful attention to the needs of all member countries ensures that all member countries have remain staunch supporters of the university. This strong sense of ownership, unwavering financial support, and the university's growing reputation and success in its regional work has led the University of South Pacific being widely recognized as the best example of regional cooperation. The university has trained the majority of Pacific Island leaders, and its alumni are heads of state, senior government officials, and leaders of industry throughout the Pacific and beyond. These leaders, many of whom lived and studied together during their time at USP, were exposed to an environment of understanding and networks based on friendship. The countries today, or this continues today, as they maintain relationships formed here at USP to the benefit of the organizations and the nations they now represent. In addition to the opening of new campuses, there have been many other milestones throughout the journey. USP is at the forefront in the use of information and communications technology, particularly in the area of delivering flexible learning across the region. In 1974, the first satellite link was established with a campus on Solomon Islands, and this was followed by the creation of a USP satellite network called USP Net to service all established campuses then in 1979. In 1986, the USP Net link between the Laudala campus and Kiribati was established. Since its establishment, USP Net is widely recognized around the world as one of the most innovative and impactful learning networks that closely binds students and campuses and centers spread over an area of about 33 million square kilometers of the Pacific Ocean. There has been a determined effort to ensure that Pacific students can benefit from the digital revolution that has been sweeping the world. By 2012, online and blended mode delivery of courses were in place, which allowed students throughout the region to be able to access lectures and learning material with ease. Among the most recent examples of this effort is the successful rollout of lecture capture system in the first semester of last year. The system, one of the largest in the Pacific, gives students access to video and audio recordings of their lectures and other teaching activities, providing a complete flexible learning experience. With the support of the New Zealand government, USP will completely upgrade its USP Net by the end of this year, which will be yet another important achievement as part of the 50th anniversary celebrations. As the premier provider of tertiary and vocational education in the region, USP has led the way in championing the need for good governance and excellence in management practices. Furthermore, it has always strived for teaching excellence and been willing to explore the use of new teaching methods. USP has been a strong advocate for the preservation and development of Pacific arts and culture. The Pacific collection in the Laudala campus library is the largest collection of books, documents, videos, and audio recordings relating to the Pacific way of life in the world. Over the past half a century, the university has implemented initiatives that have supported practitioners across all forms of artistic expression. The first artist in residence was appointed by ESP in 1972. Aloy Pilioko, a multimedia artist, started a long history by the university of supporting Pacific artists. By 1992, Council had decided to establish an arts and culture program at the university and contributed to the collection Te Rau Maire, which was launched at the Festival of Arts in the Cook Islands. As part of its commitment to the Pacific art and culture, the university created the Oceania Center of Arts and Culture, now known as the Oceania Center of Arts, Culture and Pacific Studies. In 1999, USP hosted the 8th conference of the South Pacific Association for Commonwealth Literature and Language, signaling USP's increasing international profile. Ladies and gentlemen, the new millennium heralded the formation of the Oceania Dance Theater, with the late Alan Arlo as its choreographer. Pacifica Voices, based at the Oceania Center for Arts, Culture and Pacific Studies, secured the official contract of providing a choir for the soundtrack of the much anticipated Hollywood Disney animation Moana in 2015. USP continues to be a driving force across the Pacific in the development of contemporary artists in all mediums, and many of the activities associated with the 50th anniversary will showcase their talents. The university has also exhibited enormous success in the areas of research and innovation with a total of 5 patents. In 2016, it was for an eye cane for the blind and visually impaired. The eye cane is an intelligent mobility device which can easily identify obstacles in their way or alert them when there is a bend or change in ground level. And again in 2016, for a wave solar energy harvesting device, which is a portable unit that provides low-cost wave solar generation of power for Pacific Island states. In 2017, a patent was registered for a Braille eye slate, which is a low-cost solution to teach Braille language to visually impaired children through the use of audible aids and a soft key press. 2 more patents were awarded in 2017, including the aromatic network for power distribution system and the GSM-based early warning and monitoring system. It is pleasing to note that the university and its students are making remarkable contributions to addressing real issues faced by the people of the Pacific. Other innovative initiatives undertaken by the USP includes the solar photovoltaic system, which was commissioned in December 2010 to power lighting in the student study areas and provide charging facilities for laptops and mobile phones. Today in Fiji, our tourism industry realizes the growing potential of the Chinese market, and USP showed great foresight in 2012 when it opened the Confucius Institute and began delivering programs that promote Chinese language and culture. Research has always been at the forefront of the university's endeavors, and there are currently over 50 continuing research programs being undertaken by USP across all faculties and campuses in the Pacific. Research is vital to the development of the region, and past projects have led to significant influence in the development of public policy and the growth of new industries. In 2012, USP launched its first ever electronic research repository in an effort to enhance its research activities and to disseminate information live over the internet. This digital archive, which has over 1,000 research and scholarly outputs, has given USP an edge in promoting the work of the university. USP also won a major international shipping industry award in recognition of the work of the Sustainable Sea Transport Research Program. The research program highlighted opportunities for wind ships as a means of creating greater resilience in small island communities. As can be seen, USP has spent 50 years focused on delivering teaching excellence through the use of leading-edge technology combined with world-class research, and has delivered not only academic outcomes of the highest quality, but also featured prominently preservation and promotion of Pacific arts and culture. Both through the provision of funding and access to land upon which the university is founded, the people of Fiji have continued to provide for USP in a very tangible way. And in return, the university has made significant contributions back to Fiji. In addition to the education services provided to the Fijian community, the regional and international standing of Fiji has been enhanced through USP's commitment to excellence in academic rigor. However, in looking back, we should also look forward to meet the challenges of the 21st century, not only in developing new technologies and research, but also developing curricula which meet the needs of growing economies in the Pacific. In order to grow, we need to be able to predict and plan for the new skills we need in 20 years' time. For instance, as we do not yet have the available skills matching the needs of the economy. We need the graduates of the university to be thought and action leaders, to put to good use their analytical abilities honed in the robust environment of academia, which takes nothing as read. Ladies and gentlemen, as Fiji's President, current Chancellor USP, I take great pleasure on behalf of all the regional member states to officially launch the calendar of events which will mark the occasion of the 50th anniversary of the University of the South Pacific. And of course, look ahead with great optimism to what the next 50 years hold for this institution. The Almighty God continue to bless USP and all its regional member states, Nawalevu, Meitaki, Komul, Koraba, Tobuako, Hekaolahi, Whakawhitai, Tangio, Malo, and thank you too much.
Lesson for us in terms of the new with Australian government funding amounting to about 4.
amendment